Hello, and welcome to 8 Weeks to Strong and Calm. I'm Rose Schneider, co-owner of Boho Yoga, here with our last week of yoga and meditation classes. Samadhi. Let's begin in a comfortable upright seat. Feel free to use any support you may need. Drop the hands into the lap here, resting the dominant hand inside the palm of the non-dominant hand. Option to connect the thumbs if that feels nice. Move around in your seat a bit, taking the awareness with you as you flow the body through various planes, seeking a sense of grounded ease and balance in your meditative seat. Learn to manage the weight of the head, both physically and metaphorically. Seeking a place of balance. The ability to release the shoulder blades down the back. You might even gently draw them towards one another as you broaden across the collarbones. Keep breathing, letting base body root, letting heart spine. Allow the breath to take up space in the body. And through the exhale, soften the flesh of the face and grow along your axis. Really expand the breath into the body here. And give yourself plenty of time, perhaps even a smidge more than the inhale, to exhale the breath entirely from the body. The flesh of the face softens. The skin between the brows smooths. Connect with the feeling of love. Perhaps the love of another being. Another being's love for you. Or even broader yet still, the love of mother for child. Stay with the free flow of your breath. without dropping the head. Open the inner eye to the image of light at the heart center. Soft warm glow, or flame. Utilizing the creative visualization, light at the heart center. Catch this feeling, emotion, or intention of pure love to the heart. The love of the divine for its creation. Take the fingers of the dominant hand, pucker them at the sternum. Inhale, feeling the heart lift into the fingers. Exhale, spread the fingers wide, growing the heart. Inhale, bring the fingers back towards the pucker, gathering with the sternum. Exhale, blossom the fingers, connecting with heart light. Do that again here. As many times as you need to witness the heart light expanding through the body. Maybe even beyond the delineation of your form. As you're ready, rest both hands at the heart. Organize your seat, space in the spine. Feeling the inhale, lifting the heart into the hands. Exhale, softening the jaw. Guiding the corners of the mouth to rise gently. Connecting with love. Take the hands to the sides of the hips here today first. And then we'll gather up the vital energy the places you look outside for love. Breathe as the hands touch, drawing the life force back up into your body. And for the mental energy, hands coming to the sides of the head. Exhale, gathering it up. Breathe as the hands touch. Exhale, drop the mind towards the heart. Take an interlace of your fingers now through the exhale, round through the spine. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, stay here. See if you can create a sense of spaciousness through the shoulder blades, and through the back of the skull. Intentionally move the breath three-dimensionally through the torso, expanding both through front and back body, and into the lateral aspects, the side body. Last breath here. Inhale, open your arms. Exhale, bend at the elbows, bring the shoulder blades together, lift up through the back of the heart. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, twisting to the left, right hand to right knee, or crossing the body. Inhale, take it all the way back up. Exhale, twisting to the left. Now take it all the way up. Exhale, bending at the elbows, baby back bend. Do that again, adding lion's breath. Okay, stretch your arms out. Wiggle your fingers, drop your shoulders. Turn the palms up and then bend at the wrist here. Curl in your fingers one at a time, and then press out through the backs of the knuckles. Okay, meet me now on hands and knees. You may choose to have your bricks or some elevation under the hands. Drop the elbows onto the bricks or to the ground. Bring the palms together and then reach the hips back. Drop the heels of the hands to the edge of the brick, and then pick your hips up and back. Okay, so supported down dog. If it's still problematic to get the weight into the legs and out of the shoulders and hands, widen your legs. Go ahead and move around as you like. Bending one knee and dropping the hip. Bending the other knee and dropping the hip. Walk yourself to the front of your mat. Spread your toes. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, take a dive over your legs. Sit your hips back now, and with toes spread wide, widen the wingspan here, and then press and lift with a flat back. Reach up and then lift. As you exhale, take the palms together at the heart center. Let the arms rise. Gaze will follow. Keep your length and your strength and fold all the way in. If you need, bend your knees, no problem. You finish the fold as you finish your exhale, and then draw the breath in and pick up halfway. This time we're going to step back to a lunge. Left leg reaches behind you. You might appreciate support underneath the hands. Widen the lunge, feet are at least hip-width apart. Go ahead and rock back and forth, and we're not overly reliant on the hands. We're using the strength of the legs. As you exhale, fold over. As you inhale, roll to lunge. Meet me in the lunge this time. Pointed flex your toes. Keep flushing your breath. And back to the lunge. Let's hop our back foot forward. Inhale, half lift. And then exhale, taking it all the way towards the ground. Hips reach back a little bit, wingspan wide, press through the feet, reach up. Inhale. Exhale, palms press together. Gather at the heart. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, diving over the legs. Pick up halfway, inhale. Exhale, step back with the right leg. Widen the lunge for more balance. And a gentle rock back and forth, rooting through the feet. Oscillating here. Exhale takes you to Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. And inhale back into your lunge. Holding over the leg, pointing and flexing the toes. Just giving leg a little floss here. Meet me back into the lunge. Connect with your core to lift the weight of the right leg. And then come back to the front of the mat. Inhale, lifts you up halfway, shins press to hands. Exhale, toes spread, arches, lift, navel to spine, fold in. Sitting hips back, taking the wingspan wide, reaching up. Exhale, palms together at the heart center. Inhale, lift up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Take your time. Exhale, stepping back with the left leg, releasing the knee to ground. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands to earth, stepping back to the and then dropping knees down, chest and chin. Stretch your legs back. Take your time here. Inhale. Just lift as high as is comfortable. Exhale, drawing the navel to the spine, pressing it back to down dog. You can have hands on the ground or hands on the bricks. The left leg will float up. Knee comes towards the belly, foot to earth. Dropping your right knee to ground. Inhale, arms rise, heart lifts. Exhale, back foot to the front of the mat. Breathe in, lift halfway. And breathe out, fold in all the way. Hips sit back. Press through the four corners of the feet. Reach up. Exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, dive over the legs. Breathe in for the half lift. Breathe out, stepping right leg back. Knee to earth. Take your time, widen the base body. Press through the left foot, lift. Stay for another breath. And through your exhale, plant your palms to earth and then step back, plank pose, lower down, knees, chest, and chin. Stretching legs back. Let the spine slowly unfurl, rooting through the tops of the feet. And then as you exhale, navel to spine, back to down dog. Please reconnect with breath, smooth and steady. And then resting the heels of the hands on the edge of the brick, float up the right leg and then hug your knee in, dropping foot to earth. Release your left knee down. Inhale, get back up. Pause for a breath. Pause for a breath. Exhale, back foot forward in front of the mat. Inhale again, half lift. Exhale to fold, pressing breath out. Taking it all the way up to stand. Breathe in. Exhale, palms to the heart. around moving meditation. See if you can get fully absorbed with the breath and the movement. Arms rise. Inhale. Head releases towards the earth. Exhale. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step the left leg back and drop the knee to earth. Take your time here. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, back to plank. Knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, looping the shoulders, lifting the heart. Exhale, connecting with core, back to down dog. Maybe bricking the hands, maybe not. Float up left leg and breathe in. Lunge left side and breathe out. Pick it up into Anjaneyasana. Exhale, right foot to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. And then exhale, full fold. Coming to stand. Breathe in. Exhale, Samastiti. Hands start center. Inhale, reach up. Look up. Exhale, fold in, drawing the belly back towards the spine. Unfurl, half lift. Exhale, right leg back, knee to earth. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, back to plank. Ashtanga Namaskar, knees, chest, chin. Take your time for the back bend. Exhale, back to your down dog. Maybe brick the hands. Float up right leg, next inhale. Lunge right side, next exhale. Breathe in and take it all the way. And breathe out. Left foot to the front of the mat. Half lift takes you from the mat. Half lift. Inhale. Full fold. Exhale. Uttanasana. Rising up to stand. Urdhva Hastasana. Arms reach up. Exhale. Pressing the palms together. Arriving upright. Meeting me now, facing the long edge of your mat. You may wish to have bricks behind you, setting up for Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. Coming to the center of the mat, on the inhale, I'll hop or step my feet apart. The general rule of thumb is to open up and see if you can measure out the ankles with the wrist, but please know you're welcome to shorten or elongate your stance as your body geometry determines. We'll go ahead and kick that left heel out and then externally rotate the right leg, hip, knee, ankle, toe. So that's all going as one unit. Toes now are facing the short edge of the mat. I'm going to open up here, starting to straighten my right leg, bringing the left hip diagonally away from the right foot. Keep reaching up, lengthening through the right side. Get as much reach as you can. And then release your right hand down to a brick or to your leg. It's nice here to bend and straighten the leg a couple times and then sweep up with that left arm. So however my hand's supported, I'm not dumping into the hand, I'm working through the strength of the legs. And you're free to play around with the position of the pelvis, right? This is a little more open. Maybe you want to close it a little bit, dropping that left hip towards the earth. See what feels nice in your body. And go for one more deep and full breath here. And take a gaze down towards the right foot. And then inhale, come all the way up. Turn your legs. Open up as you draw the right hip on the diagonal. Breathe in. And then as you exhale, reach and drop hand down to leg or to brick. Make the adjustments with your hips that allow you to access more ease in the shape. Deliver the breath through the lines of the body. Look down, little bend, come all the way up. Good. Hop or walk your feet together. And then stand tall. Feeling the four corners of the feet. Big toe mound, outer heel. Little toe mound, inner heel. Spiraling energy up through the legs. Step now to the front of your mat. The bricks are on the right side. You'll step back first with your left leg, and then turn all the way around to face the back of your mat. Bring your left hand to your left hip. Pick up your right arm. Inhale, really reach and lift your heart. As you exhale, keep shining the heart, strengthen the legs, fold in. Take your hand, right hand, down to the brick on the left. The brick can be at the height of your choosing. The left arm will sweep up, revolve triangle. Continue to activate through the legs. Send breath into the body. Look down. Inhale, come all the way up. Turn to face the right foot, left arm to sky. Press through the feet, a little back bend, inhale. Exhale, keeping that chronic pattern, hinging at the hips, taking left hand down to the right side. Incidentally, brick can be inside the foot as well if that works better for your body. Maybe the right arm lifts. Notice what arises. gaze down. Come all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, stepping to the front of your mat. Stand in your Tadasana. Feel the effects of your work. Step back to face the long edge of your mat again. Externally rotate your right leg from the hip socket, hip, knee, ankle, toe. Walk your left leg back towards warrior two legs. You can bend as deeply as is comfortable here, the thigh approaching parallel to the ground. Keep the left leg active here. Rest the forearm on the thigh, and then draw the diagonal line, outer edge of the foot, into the left fingertips. Breathe. Option to drop the right hand to brick or ground. And then really make it a side stretch. Look down. Inhale, come all the way up. Turn your legs. Exhale, Parsvottanasana, side angle. Breathe rhythmically. Breathe rhythmically. Look down. Take yourself up on an inhale, and then exhale, walk the feet back up underneath the hips. Feel the strength of the legs. Finding your Vrikshasana tree pose, you'll start to shift the weight into the left leg. Let's do that a couple times, actually, back and forth. Pick it up, pick it up. And then into the left leg here, hugging the right knee up. You can take the knee out, maybe help your foot onto the leg, or put your foot lower down the leg. Press together, standing leg and foot. Release the grip of the toes. Arms may rise if you would like. Eyes are wide. Breath is steady. Try to drop your right forearm onto your right thigh. And then lengthen into the tips of the left fingers. See if you can side stretch a bit. Take yourself all the way back up. And then choose to place the right foot on the ground. Shake out. And then back and forth a few times. Into the right leg, hugging the left knee up. Turning the knee out, placing foot on leg and leg on foot. Take your time. forearm to thigh. Lift into the fingertips. Arc yourself over. Zip it back up through the midline. And choosing to place that left foot down. Good. Shake out. We're going to move now towards a squat, Malasana. If you don't have support and squatting is not yet available, you'll meet us in camper stance. You could stack a couple of bricks, sitting the hips onto support, or you could go into the full Malasana. So as you're ready, if you're in any kind of garland pose, Malasana, go ahead and bring the elbows to the inside of the legs. And if you're in camper stance, right, you're just going to work off the pivot point of hands and thighs meeting. Really press the thighs back into the hands. Press the thighs into the elbows. Breathe here. Seek out a sense of spaciousness through the spine. Let the hips release. Go ahead and drop your hands down to ground. Let the head hang. And then just billow the breath into back body. Good. Take your time. Start to make your way back up, and then turn to face the front of your mat. Step back to your plank pose. Inch your heels back. Find your forearms. You can drop the knees as you need, or press through the forearms, spreading the shoulder blades. Just a few more breaths in your plank. And then release the hips down to mat. Inch your elbows forward, inch your legs back. And a nice Sphinx pose here. Let the breath travel into the front body. Turn the gaze over the left shoulder, over the right shoulder. And then release here, dropping head to hands. Bend at your knees, taking them about hip width apart, maybe a little wider, and then just rock windshield wipering back and forth. Keep flushing the breath through the body. Hands will come up underneath your shoulders, loop your shoulders, and then press through the heels of the hands back to your hands and knees. Bring your bricks now to the second height. Stretch back with your left leg, spread your toes, and then reach through the heel. Come on to the top of the foot, and then circle the ankle. Moving the body forward and back. Pick up your left leg, cross it over to the right, and then walk along the diagonal. You can move your bricks back, you can find the forearms. And press the top of the right shin towards the ground. And send breath where it's needed. Pick up your left leg, drop the knee back towards the earth, wag the hips out. Coming back up onto hands and knees. Shift back with your right foot, spread your toes, reach through the heel. Feeling stretch along the calf here. And then picking up. And then shifting the weight forward, coming onto the top of the foot. Circle to the right. Keep breathing. Pick up your right leg, cross it over to the left. Walk the right leg along the diagonal. Find your forearms, if that's helpful. Rooting through the left shin. Releasing from that supported pigeon. And then wagging the hips out. Take your knees wide apart. And sit yourself back into child's pose. You can drop the head onto a brick if it doesn't readily make it to the ground today. Please continue breathing here. And sending breath into the low band of your back. Walking your arms over to the left. Reach a little more through the right hand. Let your right hip sit back. And then walk the hands back towards neutral and over to the right. Taking yourself back towards the midline, come all the way up. And we'll take our bricks again onto second height. Resting the heels of the hands on the brick and pressing up to your downward facing dog. Keep growing long through the side waists, picking the hips up off the shoulders. And there's the option here to transition to upward facing dog. You want to move slowly, keep the hands supported. If you'd rather forego the back bend for whatever reason, stay in down dog, coming to the tops of the feet, starting to drop the hips down. Strong through the legs. Release the knees to earth. Pull in the belly to take yourself back to the neutral position. And then meet me in a comfortable seat. Let's shake the hands out. We're just on the hands for a while. Curling your fingers, circle your wrist. Spread the fingers wide, touching thumb and pinky. Open up. Ring and thumb. Open up. Middle and thumb. Release. Index and thumb. Release. Pinky and thumb. Release. Pinky and index. Release. Pinky and middle. Release. Pinky and ring. Release. Ring and thumb. Open. Ring and index. Open. Ring and middle. Open. Ring and pinky. Open. Middle and thumb. Release. Middle and index. Spread. Release. Middle and ring. Spread. Release. Middle and pinky. Release. Index and thumb. Release. Index and middle. Release. Index and ring. Release. Index and pinky. Release. Okay. Good wrist workout. Curl in. Circle. Go ahead and press the palms together. Open the elbows. Draw the shoulder blades together. And now interlace the fingers here. You can drop the elbows, and we're just going to roll the wrist. Good. Sweep the arms out. Spread fingers wide, shoulders move away from the brain. And then open up palms, again flexing, curling in, pressing out. Okay, drop the hands behind you. Find the non-habitual interlace of your fingers. And then lift up through the back of the heart, rooting through your base body. Keep breathing. Okay. You can release here, and you'll grab your yoga strap or whatever you have to simulate a yoga strap. Taking the arms now, into a wide V. Please lift them up overhead. And we'll bend at the elbows here, broadening across the chest, feeling the shoulder blades draw together. Send some breath into the pecs. And then lifting up. Take a little bend at the elbows, draw the hands apart, and tilt yourself over to the right. Take it back up through, and then over to the left. Good. And release here. You can either go forward or backward as you choose. Keep drawing the hands apart. And release. Strap now comes into the left hand. Take the left arm up and then bend at your elbow. See if you can place the back of the head on the forearm, and then lift up your right arm, turning the thumb down. Reach behind and grab the strap. And even if you feel pretty good about the bind, maybe today you work with the strap so that the shape is just a little less edgy. You can be with it in a sweet way. Watch how the breath flows. Continuing to reach up through that left elbow and maybe even wrapping the left shoulder blade around towards the front of the body. Good. Slowly release. Shake out your arms. Roll your shoulders. Bringing the strap now into the right hand. Picking up the right arm. And then bending at your elbow. Back of the head presses to forearm, stretching out through the left. Turn your thumbs down and then turn your thumb down and then wrap behind to find your strap. Keep drawing the hands apart and lifting up through the right elbow. Breathe deeply. Last breath here. Slowly release. Wiggle the arms, move your shoulders. We'll meet now in Baddha Konasana, bound angle. Take your fingertips behind you, helping you to rock forward with your pelvis. You can sit up nice and tall, especially if you're already feeling stretched through the adductors. Feel the expanse of the heart on the inhale. Exhale, navel to spine. And if you'd like to tilt forward, feels okay for the body. Nothing should hurt. You can catch a hold of your feet. Exhale to fold all the way in. Please take yourself all the way up. Stretch your legs out. Squeeze and release your quads a few times. We're headed towards the ground for our final resting shape. Before we do, I'd love for us to take a supported back bend, like supported fish. So if you have yoga bricks, you can set them up, one behind the heart and one behind the head. You could go lower if this feels like it's too much. You could also use a bolster, pillow, couch cushion, right? Anything to give you a little lift under the torso. So you should be comfortable. Go ahead and drape the body over the support. You're welcome to repeat that patterning with the legs, taking the knees out to the side. But if you're going to rest here for a while, right, do support your knees. Give them a little elevation. Maybe for a few breaths, if you want to just rest with knees open, no problem. And then we'll stretch the legs out. Go ahead and reach the arms back behind you. Give a few rounds of cactus arm. And then settle here, just letting the body drape over the support. Feeling the elevation of your heart. Option to stay here for the rest of your Shavasana. Make your way towards the ground. Shimmy the shoulder blades down the back, seek the length through the low back, legs, and rest the hands on the body, one to the heart and one to the belly. Feel the rise and fall of your belly and rib cage. Let the earth rise to meet your back body. Acknowledge your efforts in your work. Thank you for taking time to care for yourself, to show yourself love. One of my favorite quotes from the Bhagavad Gita in chapter 6 is, pick yourself up by yourself, for the mind can be either a friend or a foe. So important how we talk to and show our respect for the body. Thank you for doing that work. Your work is done now, so you can drop the weight of the body into your support. Continuing to connect with the feelings of love. Feel free to rest hands on the body. And release the backs of the hands to the ground. Make sure you're comfortable. Let it all go. Please continue to rest here for several minutes. Let the weight of the body drop. You'll exit your Shavasana in your own time. Just rest now. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.